Hey, this is Mike Fitzgerald and the Fiends, and we're reporting from the 2013 Salt City Horror Festival. All right, and we're all waking up this morning. Fortunately, being slow, I get a chance to talk to all the amazing vendors who are here, and one of the first we've encountered is Colleen McCarthy, and she, well, you're an artist, but how would you describe your style of art? I mean,
Well, these are it's digital prints, and they're all done on the computer using the pen tool and Illustrator. And I just, I've been working with Jeff Meyer with Broom Views and all of these events for several years now, and I come up with different drawings for the each event.
Okay. Now, actually, would you mind lifting one up to show?
This is one of my big sellers. It's the Bride of Frankenstein.
Okay. Now, what I was wondering about your style, you only use a handful of colors. Would you describe it as like a minimalist style?
I guess it's like a monotone or duotone color work. I don't know. I guess it just, that's how my mind works. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
and a lot of the images are coming from black and white because they're older films. Mm-hmm. So I come up with the color myself.
Okay. Now, was this a style you developed, or were you inspired by works of other artists to start working in this style?
Well, I mean, I went to school for graphic design, and that's what I do for my day job. And I enjoy using the pen tool and working with this because I feel like it's more of an organic than, say, working with Photoshop. And also you can, expand or, shrink the images however large without losing any sort of resolution. So that's why I use that technique.
Is that the digital drawing tablet where you are using a stylus? Or
there is a stylus, but I use just the mouse.
Oh. So
I'm just clicking for several hours at a time.
I mean, obviously, all your work is inspired by films. Why is this the subject matter that you're passionate about?
Well, I mean, I love the films myself. That's what kind of got me into it. I'm a big horror movie fan, and I guess that's why. I mean, plus I just had known Jeff from living in the same city, and it seemed like a good combination.
Cool. So you say she's your bestseller now, Lady Frankenstein?
Yep.
What's some of your other popular pieces?
The Texas Chainsaw, Rocky Horror, just typically more of the films that you hear. The bigger films, so people.
Do you have your own personal favorite? Yes, there we go.
Right now, one of my favorites, just because of the design itself, not necessarily the film, but is Barbarella.
Oh.
It's this one down here. I can pull up a larger one if you'd like.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It might take me a second.
Okay. It's time for intermission. Da, 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 da. Going down into the basement. Opening the crypt door. Excellent.
That's that one.
So that's your favorite.
Right now, because it's one of the more recent ones that I've done. Yeah, I loved just the way the whole design itself came out. So.
Is that one of your favorite films?
Not necessarily, no. But I love the way the design itself came out.
Cool. So, okay, yeah. So I got to ask you. Our camera woman actually has a couple of your prints.
Oh.
She has shockwaves.
Oh, yes.
Did you choose to do that one because of the look of the film, or are you a fan of shockwaves?
That one I'm not a huge fan of.
No. No. She has it, and I go, no, it looks great, but I hate
No, it's not one of my favorites. But I mean, like I said, I do these for all the Broom Views. So whenever a movie comes up, that's what I'll do something for. Yeah.
And then you're
typically
even doing larger prints too.
Yes, yeah, the large format. Yeah.
Cool. I could also always imagine that as a whole wall.
Yeah, having a mural like that. Yeah, I know. That's kind of what I was saying earlier. It's like, yeah, don't need to paint your room. Just put a whole bunch of large posters on.
So, and I see you've done some like humorous stuff. Is that?
Yeah. Yep. What do we have on there? The
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. Yep. That one.
But majority of these were inspired by the View and Brews events.
The Brew and View. Yep.
And anybody who's looking to pick up a piece of your great art can find them at any of the local Syracuse Brew and View events. Usually.
Yes, I'm usually here. I've only missed maybe one or two in the past couple years. Or on my Facebook, I do have just like a folder, with all of my different drawings and everything in there. So you can just email me on there and.
Oh, and they're all numbered. So
yes. Mm-hmm.
So these are limited. These are limited. So once this is gone, I mean, if people are like, if you don't make it if you liked what you've seen here, and you want one of these, you better get to her next event, the next View and Brew. So, Cool. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it very much.